Hello and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. I am incredibly influential.
And I'm highly successful.
Today is Friday, January 6th, 2022, as we are recording this. How's it going, bud? How you doing? How's this week been for you?
Um, you know, it's all right. I got the first 2 days off of the week because of New Year's. So that was
Not
pretty
bad, not bad.
cool. So it was a 3-day week.
Yeah.
Then uh then I got paid this week as well. That's pretty cool. Always like getting paid.
Yeah, yeah, that's always nice.
So all in all, pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think yeah, I think that's about as
Uh,
good a week as you can get working a 9 to 5 or whatever hours you work.
hey
That's a
man, it's
yeah,
the hours are not the greatest. That's one thing
yeah.
that one day I'd like to apply for like the earlier shift, but until then, this is what we got to deal with.
I say go for it, dude. Don't act, speak up for yourself because nobody else. Uh, sorry, excuse me. Nobody else will. You
Well,
got you
it's
got to
it's
speak
not the
up.
it's the type of thing that like they have to like put a posting up for, being like, "Hey, we need people for this shift," and then I have to sign the list, and
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
like I just hope that I get chosen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's not much I really can do about it besides that.
good luck, because that would certainly be more convenient for me because then we could actually record this thing at a decent hour on weekdays instead of either waiting till Friday or Saturday or recording this at like midnight or like it's even worse like 3 a.m. Because I remember
No, no, no. 3 a.m. I feel like is the perfect time to record this.
no, God no. I have people who live with me and they would be vehemently opposed to that. Um, yeah.
But have you told
Uh,
them about all the benefits?
they're the ones providing most of those benefits, bud.
Have you told them that you
Most
get paid?
yes, yes, they are the ones who pay for it. That's how it works.
So they don't support your dreams.
No, not really. I mean, I kind of, but I mean, they support my dreams, but I need to, within reason. They don't want to be up all night because the dogs already do that. They don't want to be up all night. Yeah, but yeah, no, no, that is very uh unfortunate thing about the job that you're working because I know it pays pretty damn well for someone who doesn't have like an actual college degree. That is a pretty fucking good paycheck. I would not complain with a little bit less than $20 an hour. That is fucking good. But you
It's
know,
it's crazy, right? If you think about it, right? Like I work at this job right here for like $6 an hour, right?
yeah,
You really, negligible amount of income. Um, I could just work like 20 minutes overtime at my job. You know what I mean? Boom, we're good to go.
yeah, but at the same time, this is a lot less like physical labor, right? All you have to do is show up and talk.
Yeah,
I, I,
it depends. Like there's different like areas of the warehouse.
you could do this from your bed, right?
Some are
You don't
more
even have to
physically
get out of
demanding
bed.
than others. But
What? But like at your warehouse job, you don't even you have to drive there. You have to drive home. How long is your commute?
like maybe like 15 minutes.
As it's so 30 minutes of driving. Gas is I don't know if it's back up for you, but it's back up for us. Uh,
Like I change my gas like maybe once every other week.
you
Or
change your
or
gas. You
I
mean
think
you
you know what I
fill up
meant to
your gas
say. Yeah,
tank?
you want to be smart with me.
Jesus.
Want to be smart with me, you
You are
know.
all right. All right. Neither one of us are car guys, but you are less of a car guy than I am. So I fully believe that. you think that is acceptable terminology.
No, I changed the gas.
Oh my god. This man. This
Never
man.
heard oil change, gas change. It's all the same.
No. Do not put in gasoline to where you're putting in oil and vice versa. Don't do that. Do not do that, everyone. Please. Like I'm serious right now.
Who's
Do
gonna
not do that.
stop me?
I hope someone with good sense, who knows the slightest modicum about cars. I hope someone would stop you, but I don't
Who
know.
is going to stop me, sir?
I hope someone does, but I don't know. I'm sad to say that I can hear them in the background. I can hear your family and friends in the background, and I think they're all too distracted to stop you, and I worry about that. I'm a little bit worried, honestly, and it's a little bit scary. But we'll power through it. If you fuck up your car, if your car explodes, we'll have to get through it. You'll have to quit your job, and then you can spend more time doing the podcast with me. Oh, isn't that perfect? Isn't that lovely? Isn't that beautiful? Speaking of podcasts, I had a topic for you. I don't know if I've suggested this to you before, or like brought up this topic before. So stop me if you've heard this one. If we had all the money in the world, and every producer would say yes, what would you make the theme song for this podcast? Like we'd play it before the intro.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm not super attached to any songs at the moment. I also am not very good at questions like this because I can never think of a good song in the moment. But
I think it would be funny if we did, something more like a love song. I think that would be funny. Like talking about like how strong our like relationship is. I think that would be funny. I actually did have a song in mind. Mostly because it's kind of funny because it is meant to be like romantic, but also it just kicks ass. It's just a really good song, like kind of one of the best songs ever made. Just the Two of Us, by Grover Washington Jr.
oh, that would be a good song.
And Bill Withers. Yeah. So the way I would lay it out, right? The way I would lay it out, I'm basically ripping off the formula from My Brother and Me, but we ripped the intro from them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I would do song first. So I would do like the first verse of the song into the first chorus, and then right as soon as the first chorus ends, boom, we say the intro, and then I think right before the ad read, we do like a little bit of the first solo with the steel drums. The fucking steel drums hit so hard in that song. So I think that would be really good. And then we would end the song with or end the podcast with the I think the last chorus. Not the last verse, but the last chorus. I think that would be pretty good. I think it would work. Are you a big fan of that song? Have you heard it?
Have I heard that song? I think so.
Have you ever heard like the actual album cut of the song? Because that is like 7.5 minutes long, but it is just it's perfect. Grover Washington Jr. sort of gets like a lot of credit for being the father of like smooth jazz, and I think absolutely he deserves all of it. He was so good. He was an amazing musician. And Bill Withers vocals are just fantastic. Top notch vocals. amazing. That's probably in my like top 10 songs ever because it's so good. Um, yeah, it, great song. Um, could you think of anything?
No, no.
Well,
I'm not like play the Overwatch theme.
no,
Da-da-da.
no, we're not. No,
Da-da-da.
if we had all the money in the world, I'm not using the Overwatch theme. Absolutely not.
Okay, do the Family Matters theme. There you go.
No, no,
These are all great suggestions. I don't know why you're saying no.
absolutely not. Just
Why are you
no.
being a hater?
Uh-uh.
Just stop being a hater for a second. Like, why you gotta be a hater?
Hmm.
Talk to me about that.
I think another good another good song might be have you ever heard Walk of Life by the Dire Straits?
No.
Oh, it's good. It's a good song.
Well,
But I think it's a little too upbeat for this podcast. I feel like if we were like family friendly, that would be a a good intro. But it yeah, no, it doesn't quite work for the tone we have here. Um yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to think like what might really what might really suit the kind of tone that we have here. Where it's like not exactly funny. Um yeah, I was
that's it. It's not exactly funny.
yeah, I know. That's what I meant.
I feel like you just encapsulated it. You don't need to say anything
Yeah,
else.
exactly. That was the point. I didn't want to say anything else because it
Don't
would
don't
not have been
overcap.
true.
Do not overcomplicate it, man. I get it.
Yeah, yeah, you know, just not exactly funny, and that's
No,
it.
I get it. You know, like you're speaking for yourself, of course, probably because me, I'm hilarious. Obviously, this guy, a
I
hoot.
don't know about that.
What a hoot. Am I
Uh,
right?
hmm. I feel like we should have something like kick ass and metal, but I don't know if we
Let's
deserve that. I don't know if we're hardcore enough for that.
the danger zone. Highway to the danger. That's us. We're the danger zone.
Whoa. All right, we definitely don't deserve that. We have not earned that. No, absolutely not.
The recorder version of the Titanic.
Oh, fuck. You know, you know, that might work. Um, maybe like a less good theme
Imagine
to
we
put
had
on our
like
song.
you know like how Good Mythical Morning they have like their little like title sequence, right? And then it like transitions into them sitting down, right?
I haven't uh I haven't watched Good Mythical Morning in years.
But you remember
In
how it
many
is.
years.
You know how it is though. I have the title sequence and it fades into them, right? Just imagine, the Titanic recording on there, and then it fades out and it fades into us. There you go. That's the intro. We figured it out.
I don't know about that one.
I don't think we need to name any other songs. I think we found it.
No, no,
We
no.
found it.
Um, do you know the what's it called? You reposted in the wrong neighborhood.
I don't think so.
It's the you would know it if you heard it. You would know it if you heard it. That's the thing. Is you would definitely know it if you heard it. Oh, that sucks. Fuck. It's Shake That by um It's Shake That by Eminem and Nate Dogg with and it's like mixed with like some other song. It was in a bunch of memes. It was in a bunch of memes. So that's why I'm saying like you wouldn't know it if you heard it. That's the
You
thing
know
is
what I need? I need like a rendition by you. I feel like that would really help.
no, I am not nearly talented enough to pull off Nate Dogg. Nate Dogg was way too good, man. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. I could not pull that off. But I mean, I don't know. I think that would be kind of funny. I don't know, man. It would be really really funny. But no, the meme's kind of dated, honestly. Yeah. How about I want to know what love is? There we go. I want to know what love is by Foreigner. How about that?
I feel like every single episode we just need another ironic song to open us up with. You know what I mean? Like I want to know what love is could be our song for like Valentine's Day. You know what I mean?
No, I think it would be funnier if if that was our song for every other day but Valentine's Day.
No, no,
That would be
you know what? Now you're on to something.
yeah, exactly,
So
right?
what's the Valentine's Day song though? Like we gotta pick a great
What's
song for
love got
Valentine's.
to do with it?
What's
Something specifically about how love has nothing to do with it. How about that? There's a song I like called Young Lovers. So like the content of the song is really good. But we don't fit that like chill vibe. And I think it would work like ironically, but like that I don't know. I don't want to sully that song for me, honestly. That's kind of the problem is I don't want
I
to sully that
feel
song.
like
It's
we should
really
play
good.
the song because it
No,
would be
absolutely
funny.
not.
It would
I
be
mean,
funny.
no, it is too good of a song
Anything
to
for a quick joke, you know what I mean, right?
no, there's some things that are too sacred for a joke. Um uh
We'll just have the Halo theme. There you go.
I don't know if that would fit
No, it would
the
fit so well.
I don't know think it would fit the topics. That's the problem. How about um I mean, "Gimme Shelter" is such a good song that it literally killed someone. It literally gave a woman a miscarriage. You know, it has literally caused a fatality. So that is pretty hardcore, honestly.
Yeah, we need a song that can cause a miscarriage fatality.
Well,
Otherwise, is it even really a good song?
I mean, it caused the miscarriage of the featured singer who was singing it. She was pregnant at the time, and they brought her in to like basically scream her vocals, and it caused a miscarriage, and that was tragic. But it's a fucking good song. It's a fucking good performance. How about maybe we should do like a Christmas song every day of the year but Christmas?
Again, I feel like these jokes are like not the greatest, but we can definitely do it. It's just is it
We
worth the
we
joke?
we can't do it. We can't afford the royalties. The royalties alone would be like insane. Like we
It's
don't have enough money to saved up
it's
to pay
fine.
for one use.
Let them sue us. It's gonna be fine.
We can't afford it. We can't.
It's okay. We'll declare bankruptcy. What are they gonna do? It's gonna be for the meme. For the
That's
meme
not
for
how
one
that
time.
works. That's you
Now
can't just do that.
when we decide want to retire, we'll just have one really good podcast where we review every single song that we like. Boom, problem solved.
That's not how it works.
That'll be our retirement video, guys. So if you start hearing Highway to the Danger Zone as the intro, now you know.
I
That
feel
is
like
that.
if we're old enough to retire off this podcast, we are
Well,
definitely not cool enough for Danger Zone. Our time will have passed. Yeah,
maybe your
definitely.
time.
No, definitely our time. How's about um I think Jimmy Buffett. I think if we look through his back catalog, we might be able to find something good. I think. I don't know. You know,
The Jimmy Buffett,
James William Buffett.
James William Bond.
I don't think that's James Bond's middle name. I
Are you
really don't.
sure? You sounds like you don't know for sure. So I'll
I
just
I know for a fact that it's Jimmy Buffett's middle name, but I don't know if it's James Bond's middle name.
now see now that's something that would have to fact check before I would believe you. You know what I mean?
I have fact checked the Jimmy Buffett thing before.
Like, see, I'm not. That's not what we're testing over right now, though.
All right, do you really want me to look it up? Do you really want me to waste my precious time on this earth
A
to
little
look up
bit.
James Bond's middle name? All right, fine.
A little bit. Now I kind of do. Now tell me what James Bond's middle name is.
Oh my god.
It
Oh
sounds
my.
sounds like it was a worthwhile search.
Oh, okay. I am not disappointed. I am not disappointed.
See, I'm glad that this turned out better than we could have expected. You know.
Okay. All right. I'll give you 3 guesses. I'll give you 3 guesses as to what it is. No peeking.
I don't know, man. I have like not a single clue is the problem.
Come on. Come on. It's bad. It's really bad. That's your clue. It's bad.
James, is it Buffett?
No. No.
Is it Bond? Is it Bond?
No. One more guess.
Is it James J? James J?
No, that honestly would have been better. Can I get a drum roll, please?
No.
Okay. It's James Herbert Bond. Herbert. Fucking Herbert. I'm never going to be able to watch a fucking James Bond movie ever again. Because that man's middle name is Herbert. Are
I'm
you
glad
shitting me?
I'm glad I could ruin the James Bond movies for you.
How is a dude with the middle name Herbert getting that much ass? How? What the fuck? Oh my god, that is terrible. Herbert. That's terrible. Well, that was kind of pointless.
What's your middle name?
Nicholas.
Nicholas. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I forget that. That's why I call you Nick.
I love how that's taken so long for to register for you.
I was like, oh yeah, that's why I call him Nick. I forget sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, you can literally see my first and last name on the recording thing, and you still call me Nick. I feel like that would register at some point.
No, you think I
No,
would pay attention? No, that's giving me too much credit. You know what I mean?
I will do well not to do that anymore. I will do well not to give you that much credit.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. That's a lot of pressure on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like Whole Lotta Rosie by AC/DC doesn't
Oh,
describe anything about this podcast, but it fucking kicks ass. So, I want it. I want it. AC/DC, remaining alive members of AC/DC, can we please have it? Please?
they're probably gonna say no.
Please?
How about you offer them money?
$2 and a blowjob.
There you go, guys. There's his offer. There's
Yeah.
his offer. What do you guys think? Send us an email, our business email. What is our business email?
Yeah. How about when I turn 21, and I become an alcoholic, uh,
It's
rehab
alright.
by Amy Winehouse.
You're already an alcoholic. You're just a not legal alcoholic. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I have
interesting.
never done that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Interesting. Like I feel like this isn't like something brand new the audience hasn't heard of before. I'm pretty
I've
sure.
never been drunk. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never
Uh
been drunk.
huh.
That
Huh.
has never happened. I don't know what you're referring to.
All right. Play dumb. All right.
No, I'm serious. I've literally never been drunk before. I don't know what you're talking about.
You see this, guys? He's gaslighting me.
No, I'm legit
No, see, like
100%.
he's trying to sound more serious, but he's just gaslighting
No,
me still.
I've drank before. I've never been drunk. I've never gotten to that
Oh,
point.
okay. Okay, so you want to want to try to get me on a technicality. It's all
No,
right. It's
I'm
fine.
serious. I'm serious. I've never been bad enough to where I can't even drive. That's the level of alcohol that I've taken. No more than what would make me illegal to drive. That's it. So I'm really not an alcoholic yet. I mean, I've got plenty of time. I turned 21 this year. So I could be one, but right now I'm not.
Wow, I hope that you achieve your dreams of becoming an alcoholic.
I feel like that's a good a good goal to have.
I hope that you you go down this road where you just can't do anything, unless you're drunk.
I mean, all right. To be serious, I've seen what happens when people drink like a lot, a lot. I don't ever want to get that bad because like, um, one of the
Like
creators I like.
my dream for you is that like your resting and blood alcohol ratio is like so high that you can't drive even when you're not drinking because it's just imbued into your
That's
blood.
not how that works, but okay.
That's what I hope for you. I don't know if it's possible, probably not possible, but still, I hope that for you.
That's not how that works, but okay. I
I hope
thank
that
you.
you like get like an IV, that way you can be drunk while you're asleep too. You know what I mean? You don't want you're never off the grind. You know what I mean?
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um,
And I want every single penny that you make from this podcast to go towards your addiction.
that's a little bit excessive, but okay. I was gonna tell you my story, right? I was gonna tell you my story. So, a creator I really like, by the name of Mitten Squad, he has actually had some trouble with alcohol, and he got into a really bad one on Thanksgiving, and that has like sworn me off of like real alcoholism like forever. So I
He ruined
don't
alcoholism
actually
before you even started it. Oh no.
I don't want to be an actual alcoholic. If you're listening, that was a joke. That was a joke. Okay? Thank you. And I think that's a good place to go to the ad break. So
No.
thanks, guys. Love you. This episode has been generously sponsored by skunknuggetparenting.com, run by my own talented mother. Parenting is hard. Sometimes kids and parents are like night and day. It can be very hard to get on the same page with them, and a lot of parents have anxiety that maybe they're doing it all wrong. Luckily, there is a service out there that can help. Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions is a company that provides parent coaching services, resource referrals, and psychological profiling, along with 24/7 phone and text access in an all virtual program. Plus, the first consultation is free. In order to get this amazing service, please visit skunknuggetparenting.com. That is skunknuggetparenting.com. Thank you to Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions for sponsoring this episode. Thank you all for listening. And now, back to the podcast. Welcome back to the show. Thank you guys very much for listening. Uh, what, what have you been up to this week? I know you kind of told us already. You've been having your days off. You just been gaming. Is that how you've been spending them?
Yeah, for the most part, I'm still real into Overwatch. It's kind of like my multiplayer game that I've been playing. Then I'm playing some single player games as well. Uh, they just finished like the Christmas stuff on Overwatch just uh just a little bit ago, and now they're starting like a whole new little thing. I am kind of liking how they're keeping things going still, kind of like how Fortnite is, like with the constant something's going on in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Besides just the battle pass.
Yeah, yeah, I get
Hopefully
that.
they keep it up, like these random little like short 1 or 2 week events, right?
Yeah.
Because right now they have like a special event for the season 2 like theme. I'm not sure if I ever told you what the theme for season 2 was in Overwatch, but pretty much the theme is like Greek mythology, right? So they have like a cool
Okay.
little Greek mythology themed event going on, which I think sounds pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the characters kind of have like god powers and all that. I don't know.
Sure.
I find it
Okay.
interesting. But yeah, I've been
Uh.
checking that out. I've been playing other games. A lot of games for the most part. I'm also probably gonna start getting ready to go back into school here. That way I can get that done. But enjoy my break. I'm gonna try to enjoy my break as long as I can before starting to worry about that. You know, that's my goal.
Yeah. I mean, whatever sinks your boat. Whatever
Uh,
whatever sinks your boat with no survivors. Um.
what are you talking about?
Fuck you. Yeah. I guess I've been doing a little bit of gaming as well. I still have, I think, another week off. My semester doesn't start till the 16th. I get a long ass winter break at the school I'm at. I hope whichever school I transfer to has a long ass winter break like this because it is nice. I think I've gotten 3 weeks, 3 whole weeks off, and it feels so fucking great. I don't get long breaks in like the spring and the summer. I think it's just like a week long break between my spring class and my summer class. But um, the winter break is so long. It's fan fucking tastic. I'm not. My voice was breaking there. This because I had a you know I was not crying, but honestly, it might be worth crying over because it's really good. Yeah, it's it is it's real nice. It's real nice. Uh, yeah. So I've just been working. Uh, as you guys all know, I didn't go to Guatemala. But I was kind of in a hurry to get home because I was just like, if I'm not going to Guatemala, I might as well work. Um, so I've just been streaming. I've streamed every day. I think almost every day. There might have been a couple of days where I didn't, but yeah, I kind of said that I wasn't going to do more videos after um the one I did before I went to my dad's, but and I stuck to that. But on New Year's Day I put out a video, and I've put out a video every day since. So I've just been working on that, and yeah, I just do that. And yeah, I've just been playing a lot of multiplayer games. I've been growing the old Twitch channel. Uh, uh, it 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 really helps to just like go into like multiplayer games and just like just advertise your Twitch channel at the end of the game because some people might follow you, and you might like make friends in the match, and your friends might follow you, and they might join you in other matches. And definitely I would say it's more entertaining if you have like banter, right? That's why I'm always like I'm always very
Yeah,
excited when I get to stream with you, right? Because we have some pretty good banter, and I think it's you know we can get more banter going than we do on the podcast. I think there could be more. You know,
Well, there's definitely lots of tangents, just like the podcast. It's just like most of the time, it's pretty much the exact same as a podcast, except
yeah,
with a game in the background.
yeah. We just have like a game to like focus us on and shit like that. Because if it's just the two of us talking, we will just go on tangent after tangent after tangent, and it really does. Oh, it really
It never
does.
gets old. Never gets old.
No, I would imagine it gets old pretty fast. I don't think there's anyone out there. You know, I think we put out a pretty good podcast. I'm happy with the product that we do. You know, I'm proud to call this our baby. Um, I don't think there's a single person out there who could listen to like all almost 40. This will be episode 38, I believe. All 40 episodes that we've put out, right? I don't think they could do it all in a row. It, I don't even know if you could listen to like 3 in a row. If you listen to multiple episodes in a row, let us know on Twitter, twitter.com/IIHS podcast.
I told one of my friends to watch it. I have to ask them how that went for them. You know, I'm not sure if they're gonna like it or not. But
I mean, I think it's like I said, I'm proud of this. This is probably the thing I'm most proud of from 2022. This and getting my GPA back up. Uh, very proud of that. But yeah, I love what we've done with this. We actually we actually I don't know if I've talked about this, but we actually have an interview coming up. Incredibly influential interviews. Episode 2 is coming up on the interview is going to be on January 23rd, so it should be up on let's see. Right now is Friday, January 6th. It should be up in 4 weeks. Or what is that? 3 weeks? 4 weeks? 1, 2, 3. 3 weeks from now on the January 27th it should go up. Uh yeah, I'm actually really stoked about that. I don't want to give too much away now, but it is really exciting. We're gonna, yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm really excited. So yeah, that's something. What about you? Do you have any? Do you have an idea for your own little spin-off show like I have?
no. If I decide to do anything, it'll probably be with the Twitch stuff. Um, yeah, because I feel like my whole thing is more around the video games. I know you play a lot of the video games too, but I feel like you have a lot more interest in like movies and other things and talking to people. I'm just kind of all in on video games, you know. Unless we get back into woodworking, and then we'll have the woodworking corner again.
I think honestly, you could have a really big like opportunity if you wanted to do like a video game bonus show. I would support you. We could ask like the followers of the podcast, but I would totally support that. I would love to hear that, honestly. Uh
I'm trying to think
yeah.
what the show exactly would be about, though. I know, like, what about video games are we gonna be covering? You know?
I mean, you could do reviews. You could do uh I think it would be really cool. Really honestly, this is sort of the dream here. I love that we're doing a brainstorming thing in real time. I think if you did a segment on every like 2 weeks, you could uh buy a game that's like less than $5 and beat it and review it and you know it would just like
You
shout
know,
out some like indie games and stuff like that. You know, I think that would be good.
I could do like I do play some games that are that are kind of just like a lot of indie games that are I guess not as well known. Usually I'll play whatever one comes on like the Game Pass, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there'll be like games that I'm pretty sure you've never heard of. Like the one I was probably playing most recently was a game called Disc Room.
Yeah,
Do
never heard of it.
you? Yeah, never
Never
heard of
heard of
that
it.
game, right? It's
Yeah,
made by well, I don't know who it's made by, but it was published by Devolver Digital, and I know they publish a lot of those like indie games.
Devolver does everything, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do a lot of indie games, right? But I don't
Is
know the developers off the top of my head.
is it a Devolver Digital game? You know,
Uh,
like a My Friend Pedro. You know, they have like a certain theme, like a certain pattern going. Is it like
they
one of those?
I know that there's a reference to another game that they've also published called Minute, but I don't know if you've also heard of that game.
Nope, never heard of it. I don't play a lot of I don't play a lot of games. A lot of new ones at least. Um, but I do like a lot of the um I I do like hearing about them from so I have like a many years long love affair with Zero Punctuation. Uh uh I started watching him in like 2019. Uh yeah, the last few months of 2019 I started watching Zero Punctuation, and I love it. I watch it religiously every week, every single week without fail. I watch the Yahtzee Zero Punctuation episode, and he reviews a lot of indie games. Just because he puts out a review every single week, so it's gonna get old. You're gonna get that drought of just like no content coming out. You know, like uh January gets the movie release drought because Oscar season is over. So like nothing comes out well, Oscar season is over, and like it's the middle of winter, so it's not like a summer blockbuster season, so just nothing comes out in January movies wise. And then obviously February is rom-coms and shit. Uh uh Games kind of have that sort of thing but in the summer. There's like uh some of them come out in like January, like some of the AAA releases that aren't like quite as high budget as like Call of Duty or Battlefield or Assassin's Creed. They drop in like January and February, but then like during the summer, because everyone's like actually going outside and doing shit, no games come out. So he reviews a lot of indie titles, and that's sort of how
Wait,
I've been exposed to a lot of things.
I would think summer would be the best time to release a game because that's whenever everybody has time, you know.
I
That's
mean,
when they'll have the most time to do anything.
I one would think, but that is not how it shakes out most of the time. It is a huge fucking drought. I notice it. Uh, it usually is just like indie games come out around then, and how how it used to be though is
Oh,
Xbox.
we got food now.
Oh great, he's got fucking food. Um,
I got food now, guys. Oh
oh
man.
lord, I skipped dinner for this. It is
Well, I
it's
don't gotta skip
8:30
dinner
and
for
I
this.
skipped
Dinner's
dinner.
coming to me.
Fuck you. Uh, how it used to be is during the summer it would be Xbox Live Arcade. Do you remember that?
This is Highly Successful's food reviews.
No, no, no. We're not turning this into a mukbang. Mute your microphone while you eat, motherfucker. This is not a mukbang.
No, this is Highly Successful's audio mukbang.
I am going to mute you. We're not doing a mukbang. It's not happening.
You're upset, but
Yes.
you should just stop being upset. And if you can't beat them, join them.
No. No. Absolutely not.
You should also be eating.
You should fucking eat my dick. Fuck you.
I gotta go see what this food is real quick, though. I'll be right back.
But yeah, so he's gone, so it's not really gonna like do anything. Hang on, I'm gonna mute him so that way you guys don't hear my backup. Yeah, so I think he would do really well if he did make a bonus series. I don't think he's gonna listen to this because he doesn't really listen to the podcast again. But I think I think he would do well to do like an actual extra series. Uh I would appreciate that. I don't mind if there's like extra content coming out. I would help him get ads for it. Honestly, I just want to put out extra content because my interviews thing doesn't really happen all that much. Um, it's just hard to find like multiple people to like interview, and like usually when I'm done, I'm done. So it's just like yeah, whatever. But yeah, I think it would be really interesting to see what he comes up with because you know, I think if he had the time, school's about to start back up, so he might not have the time. I might not have the time, honestly. But if he does find the time, I think it would be really interesting to see what he comes up with. And yeah, if you guys would be interested in hearing that, message us on Twitter, Instagram. We're at IIHS Podcast on both. Yeah, just hit us up, tweet at us, something like that. Yeah, let us know if that's something you want to see because I would love to see it, and I think he might eventually love to do it because he he loves to be in charge of himself. He's not a I guess you could say he's not really a uh he's not one to listen to other people. In fact, one might say he's a bit of an stubborn motherfucker. Well, one might say that honestly. So yeah, I think he might flourish as his own boss. But yeah, you can tell him I said that. Yeah, uh, yeah. If he were doing shit by himself, he would probably flourish. Um, I don't know if he knows he's muted. I don't know if he's back yet. You are muted, by the way. Bam. But yeah, I think that would be a really interesting point of view. I've seen like some of his like academic work, and sometimes he's a bit of an underachiever. I will admit. This is turning into like performance reviews, but he's he's he is a bit of a underachiever sometimes, but I've seen his I've seen him when he does do something that he's actually passionate about, and he does work pretty hard sometimes. So I think if he did find the time and find a subject for a series, I think he could do pretty good. So yeah, I guess look forward to that. I will try and convince him off screen. You guys need to convince him. Like send us messages. We love it. Please tweet at us. Please DM us. We would love to hear from you. Thank you. He's still not back yet. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. What the fuck are we gonna talk about here? Jesus, this is really hard. Jeez. This is why I have a host. This is why I have a host, and I do the interviews thing because it's really hard to do a podcast when you're by yourself and you don't have a script and you don't have like a list of like topics and shit. But yeah, oh my god, it's really hard. I have one. I have a joke. I have a joke for you. So we've done an episode a little while ago, just kind of like talking about like marriage. It was one of our, I think it was like our Christmas special. We talked a little bit about it, and I think marriage, I think it's pretty cool because on one hand, you get to wear a really cool ring, but on the other hand, you don't. There's my joke. There you go. That's my joke. I hope you liked it. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Oh, you love to see it. What else? 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 Oh, you know what? You know what really has been like grinding my fucking gears, right? You know what's really been grinding my fucking gears? So I don't know if you guys have heard of Yellowstone. It sucks. It is a boring show about boring actors doing boring shit. Uh, and it has two prequel shows going on at the same time, and that's just really fucking stupid. Because first of all, you can't have one prequel series that's gonna go for like 5 seasons because they've already added it for 5 seasons. Uh, and it's gonna so it's set 50 years before the next prequel. I think it's 1883 to 19. Is it 1873 to 1923? I don't remember. I don't actually give a shit because it's a fucking stupid show and cinematic universe. Um, but I think it's really stupid because you're going to know from the show that's further in the future what happened to the characters in the past. Like there's going to be characters I think that come back from the one in the 1800s in the early 1900s. So that's that. Like, what the fuck is going on there? Like, everybody's gonna there's gonna be characters and shit, and we're gonna know like the basic outcome from the beginning. So it's like, why even bother? Like, and to begin with, Yellowstone is not a very fucking interesting show. Uh, and you can quote me on this next line because I've had this thought for a while, but Kevin Costner could turn the most vivacious bacchanalia into a stamp collecting convention. That's how fucking boring he is. He is so ungodly boring. I think he is the most overrated fucking actor in the whole universe. And I think Yellowstone is the most overrated show in the whole universe. It's literally about fucking land disputes. And I don't mean like fucking 100 Years War type land disputes. I mean uh like local government bureaucracy type land disputes, and it's fucking annoying. And yeah, I think that's really the gist of how I feel about that. But I think it's a really stupid marketing move. I think they're investing way too hard in this Yellowstone show. I think the only people who watch it are fucking old, and yeah, like my grandparents watch it, and my mom and my stepmom watch it, and they are I mean, my grandparents are very old. Uh, uh, yeah, I think we shouldn't really invest super hard in the Yellowstone cinematic universe because I don't know a single person in the 18 to 34 age bracket, which is the most important age bracket in demographics groups, because they're just starting to have money, and they have like the most free time, or not the most free time, but like like the most like say on like trends and stuff, and they do have like free time and shit. I i don't know a single person in the 18 to 34 age bracket who watches Yellowstone, but yeah, that's sort of my whole point. Hello, who is this?
This is who's who.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Jennifer. Jennifer said she was gonna pop on. Okay. Hi, welcome back. Um, what did you grab?
Well, apparently it was a lie. The food was a lie, and it made me really sad that he would lie about something like that.
All right, how long did it take you to figure out it was a lie? Because I've been talking for like 5 straight minutes.
I know that being alone is kind of like your element. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to like.
It's not. It's literally not. I would never record I would never do a podcast where it's just me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't talk by myself for an hour. It
You, you were doing good for 5 minutes though. Imagine if you did that for a whole hour. I feel like
How
there's
long were you
potential.
listening?
For like, well, I didn't realize I was muted for like 3 minutes, and then I was like, oh yeah,
I
I'm muted.
I wrote it in the chat. I said you're muted, by the way. I did.
You might have said that, yes.
I
But
did. It's been there for it. Oh my god, no! I've been talking for 7 minutes. Jesus Christ, 7 minutes or longer. Wow, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. Yeah. Anywho, yeah. Um. That that's that. Yeah. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that again for a while. But yeah, I talked about So how much of that did you hear? Did you hear about Yellowstone?
I heard the end of this whole Yellowstone debacle where you were like, and that's why it's the worst show ever. And I'm like, okay, well,
I don't think
this
it's the
is
worst show ever. I just don't think they're going to see uh I don't think they're going to see as much success from Yellowstone as like a Marvel TV show or like a like one of the Star Wars shows, right? I don't think Yellowstone the series has enough staying power to warrant. I think they said how many sequel show or how many prequel shows? How many Yellowstone prequel shows? They're going to be 4. They're going to be 4 prequels. Oh no, sorry. 3 spin-off and prequel shows and then Yellowstone itself. I don't think you can get at enough viewers to make 3 spin-offs worth it. Okay? I think by the time 1923 cuz that's the I think that's the one. Yeah, 1883 and 1923. And then apparently 66 66. I think by the time you get to 1923, nobody is going to watch it and you will have just wasted money. I I really don't think anyone gives a shit. And I think the people who are the target audience, aka fucking old people, are going to start dying off. You know, not like the Gen Xers like my parents, but like the boomers and the generation before them, they are going to start dying off. And so you really should instead be I mean, you should always be aiming for the 18 to 34s. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. It is a shitty marketing decision, and I could have done better. And that's why Paramount should hire me, and that's why all of you should hire me. Everyone should reach out to me and ask me for my opinion on things and pay me for it. And yeah, that's sort of my whole pitch. There you go. You're welcome. Merry Christmas. Uh,
it's a
is
little
there?
late for Christmas.
Shut the fuck up. Is there anything you wanted to add?
Well, can I add that it's a little bit late for Christmas?
No, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Anything good?
um, it's a little bit early for Christmas.
Shut the fuck up. Um, anything else that you wanted to add?
So I was thinking, like I'm a little hungry right now. Like, what should I go eat? You know what I mean?
Well, you don't. You're not leaving yet. We don't have time for that. You're not leaving yet.
Well, yeah, like when I do leave, like in just like, in a minute,
Oh, I see.
I might want to go get food, right? And I was asking like for like a suggestion.
They're not even making food. I thought
It
they
was
were
all a
making
lie.
food.
It was a ruse. They bought food for themselves, and they were like, "We got you food." I guess that was like that was their way to get my attention. And let me tell you, they got my attention. They did.
I'm sure. Yeah. If somebody told me they got me food, fuck yeah. I
But
mean,
it was a
yeah.
lie. So what to do? What to do?
I don't know, man. I think that's really I think that is a real moral dilemma here. I think really that is going to be very it's going to be very difficult to figure out like emotionally down to your core. I think you really need to ponder the philosophical like machinations of like what do I get to eat after this podcast is over. And I think I think that is really something worth pondering, and I wish you all the best. But I can't help you on that journey. You're going on a spiritual journey now, and it's your own. I can't help you. And it really is up to you. And I know that can be very frightening. So I wish you all the best, but I can't
You're really
can't really.
bloviating right now.
I know that's welcome to the joke, motherfucker. I'm here. I'm here laying it down. I'm here spitting. And what are you doing here? You think about food. What do you think? You think about food. You think about food.
You're not
It's
really
like
helping me think about food.
it's your own fucking tongue. It's your own fucking stomach. Figure it out for your damn self.
But like, I asked for your help, and I thought that you would be able to do that for me. But
What do you? I don't know what you
again,
like.
you've disappointed me.
I don't know what you like. We've never eaten together. We've never gone to eat
Well, you
together.
never
That's never
invited me
happened.
to go eat with you. You know what I mean? So maybe you should think
Sure,
about that.
sure. Come up tomorrow, and we'll go have dinner. We'll go have dinner.
Okay.
Come up
All right.
tomorrow.
All right. I'll hold you to that.
Okay, okay. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. I'm not. Come on. Fuck it. Come on. Let's go. No balls. You won't.
Yeah, I probably won't.
Cause you're a bitch. Cause you are a bitch. Got any? You got any?
Food suggestions? No. You
No.
have to find out.
Any
It's on your.
button? Any button of the big red variety?
Okay, so you gotta tell me what food I should get. But
What can you DoorDash?
DoorDash, is that what you think I was gonna do? No, I'm gonna
Or,
try and get food. DoorDash like makes
I
the
don't
price of
know.
food pretty
Fucking
much
Five
double.
Guys. Five Guys. Fucking Culver's. I don't know.
Five Guys is like nowhere near me. That's like Five Guys is so out of the
Culver's then.
way.
Culver's then.
What is Culver's?
Oh, it hasn't gotten to you yet. It'll get to you in I think like the next 3 to 5 years, and you'll fucking love it, dude. It's so good. Yeah. All right. Hmm. Actually, that leads into my big red button question. Are you prepared? Are you ready?
Am I ever really prepared or ready?
No. Okay. So you get a free burger once per week from your favorite
My favorite Five Guys.
or your favorite burger restaurant. What's your favorite? Like fast food, not like an actual like tavern burger.
Well, I usually get chicken instead of burgers. That's just kind of like my preference, you know?
Okay, all right. Pizza. It can be pizza as well. It works for pizza as well.
Trying to think. Pizza.
Yes.
I don't know. I usually just get like Domino's, but there's this other pizza place I really like going to. Mod Pizza. That's pretty good.
Oh, I've heard of Mod Pizza. Yeah, I've seen it, but I don't think I've ever gone in one. I don't know where the
They're pretty
nearest
good.
one is. I'm trying to remember, because I know there's one in like my old in like the town where I used to live before this one, and I think they added it after I left. Yeah, I don't know, but like, all right, so you get one free Mod Pizza per week. What is your least favorite pizza topping?
I don't know. Maybe like a weird one like broccoli would probably be my least favorite. You know what I mean?
Broccoli?
I know it's a strange topping, but I feel like
Like your least favorite topping, like pineapple, anchovies, uh, like an actual pizza topping. Are there really no pizza toppings?
anchovies. I guess I don't get anchovies, so I wouldn't know.
What is all right, what is like something that you've had on pizza that you really don't like? There's got to be something.
Onions?
Like from 1 to 10, how much do you hate onions? 10 being
Like a
if I get an
10?
onion, 10 being if I get onions on this pizza, I will shoot myself in the head.
Yeah, 10.
So you really hate on. All right, you get a free pizza from Mod Pizza for every week for the rest of your life. But on this free pizza, it is absolutely covered with anchovies.
Okay, so
And you have to pick it off. You have to pick each and every one off. Would you do it? Yes or no?
no, probably not. I'll just pay for a pizza without anchovies.
Really? Would you? All right. So this is kind of different for me. This is definitely different for me, right? So because my favorite pizza place is specific to a region. In it, I think I've talked about it on podcast before. It's specific to Eastern Indiana. Um, so I am willing to drive about 3 to 4 hours to get it sometimes. Like even if I wasn't going to like visit family, I think I would maybe still drive 3 or 4 hours uh to go and get a pizza from there. It's called Pizza King. If you're ever in the Eastern Indiana area, go and get it. It's delicious.
Yeah,
But
man,
yeah,
he'll show you there personally himself.
no, I won't.
Tier 3 Patreons get to eat a lunch with him.
There isn't a third tier on Patreon. I don't know
Not
what you're
yet,
talking about.
but if after this podcast, go and check. It should be
Nobody
there.
pays for tier 2. Why would I
Yeah.
look at tier 3?
In case they're in Indiana and they want to have lunch with you, man. I'm trying to get you patrons here. I'm trying to get us patrons, even though
All right,
I
you
don't get
know
any of the
what?
money from
You
it.
know what? You know what? I might make a tier 3 Patreon or a tier 3 patron tier where if you pay $1,000 a month, I will go down and I will have a pizza lunch with you
Once per
in
month.
Eastern Indiana.
Yes, once per month he'll be down there and he'll have lunch with all the patrons. All the tier 3 patrons.
Yes, everyone who pays me $1,000 a month. Sure. Okay. Why not?
All right,
Fuck
guys, we got him. We got him. Clip it. All right. If he ever gets popular, hold him to it.
you have to pay me $1,000. You have to pay this podcast on the Patreon $1,000 per month to do this. Okay, nobody is gonna do this. Nobody in their right mind is going to do this. I'm telling you.
Say it now, but let me tell you, when if it ever happens, you'll see. You'll see.
And I'll
If it,
limit it. I will limit it to
like what? Like only like 5 patrons? Something
yeah,
like
I
that?
was gonna say five a month, but yeah. But back to what I was saying. Back to what I was saying. The pizza is so good that I would absolutely be willing to get that freebie. If it was sent up to me and I had to pick off every single one, I would do it. I would absolutely do it. It would be mushrooms for me. I hate fucking mushrooms. Yeah, I would absolutely.
Mushrooms
I would
are my least
absolutely do that.
favorite, but they're like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of them either. I'll eat them if they're there, but
Yeah, if it was a
the thing about like certain toppings though, right?
mhm,
Certain toppings like pickles and onions and things like that, once you pick them off, they kind of still leave their taste on
mhm.
whatever it is that they were on, right?
Yeah, I get that.
You know, mushrooms, I feel like probably won't give you that problem, but
It's not too bad, but it's still there. Um, it's just sort of like it's for certain pizzas it's worth it. If it was like a oh, you were just getting it from like Pizza Hut, like if you were just getting it from like Pizza Slut or Casey's or Papa John's or Domino's or some shit, uh, no, not worth it. But if it was a fucking royal feast from Pizza King, I certainly think about it. especially if it came to me. If it was delivered to my fucking house, yes, absolutely 1,000 times yes. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I would. I think I would. Um, yeah. What? All right. What is the best topping on pizza? Before we close out here, what is the best topping for pizza?
Well, okay. Have you ever been to Mod Pizza?
I no. I think I said no. I
Okay, well,
haven't.
okay, well, let me repeat your question. Do you know what Mod Pizza does? Like, do you know how pizzas work, right?
I you said they serve fucking broccoli there on their pizzas, so I imagine they put like fucking anything on there, and
Well, they have
it's
they have a salad bar as well. You know what I mean? You can have salad bar toppings on your pizza.
all right. Let me pull up the menu on this bitch.
But let me pretty much what it is. It's kind of like you know how like at Subway you build your sandwich, right? That's kind of how it goes, right?
Oh yeah, I see. I
You know,
see.
it's kind of like a Chipotle or a Subway thing where there's a huge list of ingredients and there's like no charge to get more ingredients, right? So you just say, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one, and they'll just keep stacking it and stacking it and stacking it.
You know what? I'm looking at this menu right now. Holy shit, dude! You can get some shit on here, bro.
You can get a lot of things. So what I usually do is it's not just one topping. I get
Yeah,
like 20 topping pizzas because again, all the toppings are like, are pretty much free.
yeah.
You just buy
I'm
the
looking right
pizza.
now at the Caspian, which is barbecue sauce, mozzarella, gorgonzola, chicken, red onions, and a barbecue swirl finish.
Yeah,
That
they do
looks
have a couple like
fucking
free.
good.
They do have a couple like menu items that you could just get, but I always build my own. Just throw a whole bunch of stuff on there.
Yeah. All right. So like at a normal pizza place, like normal stuff. What's your favorite? Before we close out.
My favorite. I usually like a Italian sausage maybe if I had to choose just one
Mm-hmm.
topping.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I like Italian sausage more than pepperoni. But
Yeah.
usually when I get Italian sausage, it's like pepperoni, Italian sausage, and then I usually do like Alfredo sauce instead of the tomato,
Yeah.
and that's like really good.
I would say for me, uh, I it's either it's gonna come down to pepperoni or onion. That's yeah. I could eat a cheese pizza with just onions, and I can eat a pepperoni pizza. Uh, I would say they would be equally as good, honestly, because I really like onion on my pizza.
Well,
I don't
that's the
know how
thing,
you could
right?
hate it so much.
I feel like I don't know what it is, man. But pepperoni and Italian sausage, like I said, they're pretty close. But those are probably my top two if I
Yeah.
had to pick two.
Um, do you hate onions in general,
Oh yeah,
or
all the
just on
time,
pizza? Okay.
everything. You know, I'm the type of
I will
person
say,
where like my parents would be like, "Oh, you can't taste it," and I would always taste it. I would always
um,
taste it. They would lie to me.
I would
Yeah.
say, uh, I like onions in general quite a bit. I can bite into an onion like an apple, and it's good for me. I used to eat raw garlic. When I lived in the woods, I used to eat just put a clove of raw garlic in my mouth, and people would be like, "Oh my god, how do you do that?" And I'm just like, it's just good.
You
Back when I
know,
was a
I
kid,
do like
even
garlic. I don't know about like I don't know if I like garlic that much though. You know what I mean? I think
back when I was a
there's a
kid,
limit there.
back when I was a kid, there used to be like wild onions just like growing. You know, it was like a weed, and I got pretty good at recognizing them, and I would just pull them up, peel off like 2 layers to get the dirt off them, pop it off, just eat it straight there. It was delicious. It was delicious. It was de fucking delicious, dude. Yeah. Honestly, that's like the one thing that sucks about having dogs, like right, is you can't grow like onions in your garden uh and like let your dog go near it, cuz like if he sniffs them and eats them, you know, it's more toxic than chocolate. It I think it what I've heard is it explodes their red blood cells. So that's not good.
You see,
Um
that's the one thing I never understood about dogs. How can dogs just like be so incapable of eating certain things? It's crazy that they would
cuz
have such
they
a violent reaction to those things, right?
because they didn't evolve where that was present. You know, like that's just sort of not a thing they usually come into contact with.
Yeah, but I don't
Like,
know, man. It's always seemed very strange to me how violent I feel like the reaction to some foods are. You know what I mean?
yeah, I don't know. Um, but onions are literally so old that like they predate ancient history, so we don't know where they like spawned. Pretty much, we don't know where the original spawn location was. But yeah, I fucking love onions, so I guess that explains why I like it on pizza more than you. Do you have anything else to add? Because I'm dry.
Well, I wonder if Mod Pizza's still open. Maybe I'll go get a
Uh,
pizza.
it's good luck. But I guess on that note, if you wanna help support us and get food in our bellies, patreon.com/IIHS podcast. Those are the letters IIHS. We've got a tier where you get mentioned. Justin Connor, thank you for being in that tier. Thank you for supporting us. If you really want to help out, you can get in the second tier, where not only do you get the shout out, but you also get to listen to these episodes as they are edited and slated for release. So you get to hear them a couple days early with no ads. So if you wanna skip the
And
ads,
let's not forget about our tier 3.
and apparently I will be starting a tier 3 where I will go and meet you at a random pizza place in Eastern Indiana, and we will have lunch there together. You're buying, by the way. You're paying $1,000, and you have to pay for pizza. You get the opportunity to buy me lunch. There you go.
I don't know why I love that so much more. That makes it
Yeah,
better. It makes it so much
yeah.
better.
You know, yeah. There you go. But yeah, if you wanna reach out to us on our social media, we are at IIHS Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. It's the best place to get updates, ask for topics, Q&A, that sort of thing. I'm blanking. Do we usually say anything else?
And I'm highly successful. Thanks for watching.
No. I've been incredibly influential.
And I've been highly successful.
You've been what? Sorry.
And I've been incredibly successful.
No, I'm not making you repeat it. I literally couldn't hear it. Please, can we not do this again? I've been incredibly influential.
And I've been highly successful.
All right, thank you. Thank you for not fighting me on that, and thank you guys for listening.